different, when do we use during spatial coordination?
Concept design is when we prepare the cost estimate, and spatial coordination is when we prepare the cost plan for the project.
Sure. Okay, the differences is the of level of information availability. Okay. Information availability. Sebab selalunya during concept design, you just get one drawing, one concept drawing. But in spatial, your client will ask you to prepare cost estimate untuk compare dua benda, same different method ke, different kind of scope ke, different size ke. So that is when you do spatial coordination and you use approximate quant. Okay, so that is the construction stage. So what is the type of estimates to be produced? So kalau you guna approximate quant dekat concept design, dekat spatial, apakah jenis estimate punya dokumen ataupun jenis estimate yang you akan keluarkan kepada klien you? Boleh refer tak dekat tadi? Dekat previous lecture.
PDA.
PDA tu cost data sayang. This one is the type, the type of, here. Okay, what is the type of cost estimates to be produced in concept design?
Preliminary cost estimate.
Pandai. So for concept design is preliminary cost estimate. For spatial,
Comparative cost studies.
okay, comparative cost study. So these are the things yang you kena, bila you belajar, you tak boleh compartmentalize the understanding or the things that we teach you. You must be able to link. Kalau ni ada apa, dekat mana pakai dia dan kenapa. Kalau I think as you guys know kan, macam my exam question would be macam apakah faktor-faktor mempengaruhi blah 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 blah. It won't be like that. I won't ask that kind of question. My question would be problem solving questions. So bila problem solving questions, you mesti faham betul-betul this process, where it fits and what it does. So you kena tahu kat benda-benda tu semua, baru you boleh jawab. There is not much of like perlu ingat lah, tapi you kena faham, then you're able to articulate the answer. So macam ni lah, at this stage, this is the kind of estimate yang kita akan produce menggunakan approx quant. Sama macam ni. Alright? Okay, moving on from there, we will learn now on analytical estimating. Okay, analytical estimating is the most detailed out of all. Like super detail. And analytical estimating kita pakai untuk buat detail cost estimate, and the output would be the tender price. Benda price yang kita letak dekat dalam BQ during nak hantar tender. Okay, which is why this one is more applicable to those who work in the contractor punya firm. Because the contractor is the one, the construction organisation yang akan tulis harga dalam tender, tulis harga dalam BQ kan. So that's why diorang yang banyak buat benda ni. Tapi quantity surveyor kalau macam those who work in consultant, dia akan pakai analytical estimating ni untuk nanti buat VO. Tapi that part kita tak cover lah in this subject because it's supposed to be covered in your next course subject. But just to give you some heads up lah and understanding. Okay, for analytical estimating, okay, can someone Google for me, what does it mean by the word analytical? Can someone Google and read it out loud for me and your friends?
Relating to or using analysis or logical reasoning.
Yes, logical analysis and logical reasoning. So untuk analytical, nama pun analytical kan, tengok perempuan ni. Tapi sebenarnya bukan perempuan je yang neurotic macam ni, ada je lelaki-lelaki yang neurotic macam ni. So nama dia analytical estimating, if you tengok, as a quantity surveyor, when you're practicing analytical estimating, you would have to be as analytic as possible, as logical as possible, and you have to kind of like picture yourself. If you do that project, what are the steps that you would have to take in order for you to construct the building? Contohnya, katakanlah nak buat excavation untuk foundation pit. You dah belajar kan dekat measurement kan? Boleh tak discuss dengan I, apakah proses-proses ataupun measurement item untuk buat excavation for foundation pit? Kita discuss. Everybody tolong bagi pandangan. Not pemandangan, bagi pandangan. First kita buat apa? Khairunisa Roslan. Untuk buat measurement untuk excavation for foundation, first thing first kita buat apa? Khairunisa Roslan. Hello? I can see you on your mic, going once, going twice. Setting out tu apa? Okay, that's correct. Lagi? Can I get Muhammad Afiq? Site clearance, correct? Okay, those are the things that we have to do. Muhammad Afiq, mana Muhammad Afiq?
Ya, itu ya. Sekejap, nak embossing masak.
Aduh, funny lah dia ni.
Sorry doktor, saya sesama sikit hari ni.
Okay.
Apa tadi doktor?
Ke kau tak dengar tu kau tanya aku balik apa tadi?
Oh, saya clear je. Soil investigation.
Soil investigation. Boleh lah. Okay. Betul? Lagi? Someone else? Can I get Lee Kim Hong? Lee Kim Hong?
Yes, doctor.
Yes. So what are the processes or the items that are in for you to do foundation excavation, foundation works?
Remove topsoil.
Betul. Remove topsoil. Pandai. Okay, so in order for you later nak buat analytical estimating, you have to imagine kalau nak buat benda tu apa yang kena ada. Contohnya macam kalau nak buat nak buat foundation pit, kena buat SI, kena buat site clearance, reduce level, kena lepas tu kan ada take off how many meter deep berapa, another meter deep berapa, kan ada allocation tu kan. Lepas tu to remove topsoil, remove and deposit topsoil kat tempat lain, and then kena letak crusheran, lepas tu baru letak formwork, lepas tu baru pour concrete, lepas tu ada curing. You have to imagine benda-benda tu, and every single thing yang kita discuss ni tadi, you have to price it separately. Which is why I said analytical estimating adalah yang paling detail. So the more you're able to understand the methodology, the construction methodology, and also the more you're able to understand the measurement item, the better you are in preparing estimates using analytical estimating. Hence, masa awal kan I cakap QS yang buat estimate must be able to know not only prices, not only items, but how to construct that thing. So if you're able to construct that thing, then you are able to price every single thing of it and make sure that your estimate is accurate. Okay, so because it is detailed, it is to be used in advanced estimating stages. Okay. Kalau kita buka balik yang tadi tu, for analytical estimating, you rasa-rasa kita pakai dekat mana? Dekat which design stage? Anyone? I dah buka answer dah, tak ada orang ke nak jawab?
Technical design, Doctor.
Okay, technical design dengan
Tender.
yes. So this is where you use analytical estimating. Analytical estimating method. Untuk buat estimate, the output would be detailed cost estimate dengan final cost plan. Final cost plan ni, data-data yang dalam final cost plan ni akan jadi harga dekat dalam BQ. So these are the output. This is the stage and this is the method. Okay? So so the output, like I said, to be used to calculate duration of work in work program. Because kan tadi I dah cakap kan, you nak buat this estimate, you kena imagine the process one by one, what is needed. So bila you tahu what is needed, you will know the sequencing of work. Once you know the sequencing of work, the output you boleh juga guna untuk calculate duration of work program. Okay, so nanti you boleh suggest, usually the designer ataupun project management yang akan buat work program, tapi QS akan juga advise in terms of cost impact dekat work program tu, so you guys will work together later on. Okay, so the output juga is able to predict cash flow commitment. Okay, cash flow commitment ni kenapa? Because you imagine kalau you buat analytical estimating, you kena go BQ tu tebal kan, it's very thick, but you have to go through like every single page of it so that you understand what is required and what are the methodologies that would support. Then after you understand the methodologies that would support, you would price the thing. And then after you price the thing, then you know, oh okay, kan you tahu sequencing dah, and then you tahu methodology dah, methodology dulu, lepas tu sequencing, and then you dah price. So once you do all these things, you tahu, okay, the first part of the project kita buat substructure. So you boleh price kan tadi substructure berapa. So you know, first 3 months, katakan project 12 months, 1 tahun. First 3 months, how much does your company or your contractor organisation kena ada for you to do this project? So every month you will know agak-agak roughly, okay, after the middle part, the next 3 months, how much you would require. So these are the important things so that this information you boleh convey kepada you punya boss or your client, or no, your contractor punya boss, contractor punya boss, so that you cakap, boss, if we were to take this project, every month or every 3 months, every quarter, you would need this amount of money. Do you have or do we have this kind amount of money for us to undertake this project? So hence, this is the part where you boleh advise you punya organisation in terms of nak ambil project tu ke tak, whether you punya cash flow cukup tak untuk you undertake the project. So this is how it helps lah, dengan membuat estimate menggunakan analytical estimating punya method. Okay, so output of analytical estimating method juga dia akan ada cost breakdown untuk post tender control monitoring and clear basis for VO. Sebab kan, this one you dah work out tau, item by item, dalam dia ada apa, setiap item, elemen ada apa item, and you will price everything. So, and then this one, kalau you nanti tengok the whole tender document, pricing daripada analytical estimating ni akan masuk dekat dalam, kalau you pakai PWD punya contract, dia akan nama schedule of rates. Okay. Schedule of rates ni, I will not detail this because this is not the scope of the subject, tapi I just perkenalkan kat you just so you understand. Schedule of rates ni you boleh Google je, ada and dekat dalam Google. So schedule of rates ni adalah satu jenis kadar harga yang kita janji and it's binded in the contract between the client and also the consultant and also the contractors. So, bila nak VO, kita kena refer dekat schedule of rates. So, kalau schedule of rates you tak buat dengan detail, tak buat dengan betul, nanti untuk VO, you susah nak claim. Sebab bila you detail bila you pecahkan cost you as detail as possible, lagi banyak later you boleh cari room to get more. Kalau you punya client approve untuk VO. So kalau you buat broad je, then susah untuk, there is a debatable area macam whether you do that or you don't do that or you do that partially. So how do you justify yang you buat? So of course kalau nak VO mesti kita nak banyak duit and mesti kita nak claim as high as possible. So macam mana nak claim as high as possible? You kena buat estimate, analytical estimating yang sangat detail, lepas tu you letak dekat dalam schedule of rates dia. Ada pecahan lah, schedule of rates tu dia ada satu je harga, tapi you dengan buat analytical estimating, you ada document yang mendetailkan how do you come up with those rates, and that will be part of the contract later on. So it's easy. Second is untuk bonus. Macam later you belajar kalau you dah dekat high level sikit dekat dalam you punya organisation, because of this analytical estimating yang sangat detail, you are able to actually know how much is your profit margin in very detail. So nanti you boleh as you go along with the project, katakanlah ni project ni dah masuk bulan ke-7 out of the 12 months that you have to do, and then it's Chinese New Year. So you want to give bonus to your employees kan? So how do you know how much you have spent and what is your level of profit margin at that point of time? Cara dia dengan tengoklah analytical estimating ni, because dekat dalam analytical estimating you ada duration of work program yang you dah price. How much benda tu. So you compare and then you tengok, profit margin I still high. Still high, sekarang I buat profit margin 37%. So maybe you boleh decide, nak bagi bonus 20% lah. Or nak bagi bonus 1 bulan bonus contohnya. So those are how you use the output of analytical estimating kepada your organisation. Okay. And the other criteria of analytical estimating is flexibility. Okay, why is it flexible? Can somebody share with me their thoughts? Kenapa you rasa kalau kita guna analytical estimating, dia lebih flexible as compared to approximate quant dengan single rate?
Because dia detail, so kita boleh adjust untuk kita dapatkan margin yang lagi besar or margin yang kecil. Macam tu ke?
Betul. So because it is super detail, macam tadi kalau unit rate, you tak boleh, macam mana dia flexible, dia ada satu je kan, cost per bed. How to adjust? Cannot. Cost per bed is 1,000 per bed, 1,000 lah. How do you adjust? Tapi bila you pergi approximate quant, you boleh adjust. Contohnya you adjust dekat your superstructure. Tapi kalau you hanya tukar tiga jenis finishes, kalau you hanya tukar finishes dekat 2 level out of the 10 levels of that building, it is very hard for you to change the cost because you kira cost per meter square of that element, building tu. So kalau you nak tukar, you kena tukar, bermaksud you akan tukar semua finishes dekat building tu. So dia tak accurate lah. Tapi kalau analytical estimating, you akan kira satu-satu floor finishes jenis ni, floor finishes jenis tiling, jenis floor wood panel flooring, jenis cement screed. You akan kira satu-satu. So kalau you ada changes, then it's very flexible. You just plug out lah. Katakan you nak tukar, tak nak dah buat cement screed sebab tak posh, you nak posh sikit ala-ala 5-star hotel, you want to put marble tiling. So you just tukar lah harga area tu kepada marble tiling. So it's very flexible. Hence it's more accurate because it's more detailed. Okay? Salah. Alright. Okay. So dah bagi jawapan dah. Where can you apply the analytical estimating method? So jawapan dia adalah sebenarnya tadi kita just tunjuk analytical estimating dekat technical design dengan tender kan. Sebenarnya ada lagi satu, you boleh guna juga untuk buat final account punya pricing. Sebab dia relate lah. Sebab dia relate dan sebab dia detail. Okay? Alright, analytical estimating ni like I said, is very detailed. So dia ada 3 benda, the main component untuk you kira cost estimating dia. Dia ada resource breakdown. Dia kena kira labor, berapa cost labor, berapa cost material dan berapa cost plant. Plant ni bukan tumbuh-tumbuhan ya. Plant ni adalah machineries. Alright, so you kena kira. For example, concreting of pad foundation, you will have to kira how many labor to do the concreting pad foundation punya work. Labor pun ada 2. Usually kita panggil dia like what is that word again? Buruh. Buruh, and then macam kalau buat kerja-kerja ni usually dia ada buruh and then dia ada ketua dia kan yang supervise kerja dia. So ada satu supervisor. 2 jenis orang contohnya lah. Okay, untuk buat pad foundation kena ada material. So contohnya material dia concrete. Dalam dia mesti ada
Reinforcement.
yes, rebar ataupun apa nama dia? Fabric reinforcement tu kan?
Yes.
Fabric tu apa tak, mesh tu something like that.
PRC.
Yes, PRC. Alright. And then kadang-kadang ada apa lagi? Aku dah tak ingat. Ada apa lagi ke?
Homework.
Formwork. Correct. Formwork. Benda-benda tu lah you kena kira. Kalau plan, okay, apa plan yang relevant untuk you buat pad foundation? Concreting pad foundation. Yang pusing tu apa nama dia?
Mixer sini.
Concrete mixer tu kan?
Saya tak ingat nama dia ni doktor. So tu saya senyap.
It's alright that thing kan?
Yang pusing-pusing tu.
Concrete mixer. I think the name is
mixer.
concrete mixer. So you have to price lah. How much is the cost of the labor? How much is the cost of the material? How much is the cost of the plant? Lepas tu dekat dalam let's say for material, dia akan associated dengan wastage. Sebab ada certain material, contohnya if you want to buy okay, let's say if you want to buy steel truss. Okay, steel truss untuk buat roof. Certain steel truss, katakanlah roof you ni kecil je, you tak nak buat, you bukan nak buat building punya. Of course you nak buat building punya, lepas tu you ada ancillary building. Ancillary building tu contohnya you nak buat a small hut for pondok guard lah katakan. Kan? So it's very tiny. So katakanlah the minimum length of you nak beli that steel truss tu is 10 meter. But your pondok guard is only 5 meter length. So ada wastage kan? Sebab minimum you mesti beli 10, you cannot beli 5 meter. So there is another wastage of 5 meter. So you kena kira wastage tu dekat dalam material ni. Wastage ni selalunya kita tak kira ikut ringgit, kita guna percentage. It is, the percentage varies lah from 3 to 8% of wastages depending. Okay, so macam mana nak guna 3 or 8 tu nanti ni lah yang you kena pandai. Bila you dah tahu work on site, later on you boleh tahu kalau macam ni dia wastage dia sikit ke wastage dia banyak. So you have to know, tapi generally wastage kita kira 3 to 8%. Okay, and then macam material juga kita masuk profit margin. Berapa profit margin yang kita nak ambil. Plant usually kita tak ambil profit margin. Untuk labor kita tak ambil profit margin. Selalunya material lah yang ada wastage dengan profit margin. These are the two things yang you kena include dalam rate yang kat sini. Okay? Dah messinya I punya ni. Okay, and then you kena select relevant units and rates to calculate the output. Okay, macam tadi kenapa ada the word relevant ni is because like I said, like your friend said, it's very flexible because it's detailed. So basically, macam kalau you buat single rate and also approximate quant, kalau you pakai usually a single rate dengan approximate quant kita pakai ni tau, meter square. Approximate quant dia tak boleh pakai unit lain, dia memang kena pakai meter square. Tapi kalau dekat analytical estimating process, macam let's say steel truss tadi, kita guna numbers. Sebab that is the quotation that is being sent by dah memang that is how it is. Walaupun kita bagi drawing berapa panjang dia, tapi kita price dia kita punya basic ikut number lah sebab dia ada minimum kan, minimum minimum standard or minimum allocation untuk beli benda tu. And then certain things kalau you perasan dekat dalam BQ ada yang meter cube, ada yang tons, betul tak? Usually steel pakai tons, ada yang meter square. So you kena guna relevant, dia boleh tau you kira katakanlah concrete kita kira meter cube katakanlah and then rebar kita kira kg ataupun tons. And then maybe painting kita kira meter square. Ni unit rate ni depending on dekat dalam BQ apa dia pakai, dia punya rate, unit dia. So you boleh campur. Contohnya concrete meter square, campur rebar pakai tons, campur painting pakai meter square. Kerana sebab dia dah detail. So dia akan reflect the real composition of cost of that material or that part of work. So you have to choose. Contohnya mungkin kadang-kadang concrete kita tak pakai meter square. Kita tak pakai meter cube, kita pakai meter square, or kita pakai ton, depending lah. You tengok dekat BQ tu apa rate yang dia apa unit rate yang dia pakai. Okay? Lepas tu you kena add overhead for risk and contingencies and inflation. So ni is the final adjustment. Macam tadi kan dekat approximate quant pun kita ada letak contingencies. Inflation ni kita kira kalau projek tu panjang. Contohnya because inflation will only happen dia ada cycle tau. Kalau you belajar economics, inflation or cost kelas kita sampai pukul 11 kan? Okay, sempat. So the world economical cycle dia akan like change like every 4 to 5 years. So kalau you punya project sekolah kecil je buat satu block, contohnya your project will be done in like 1 year probably. Usually kita tak buat a lot of allocation for inflation because tak sempat pun nak ada inflation punya impact. Tapi untuk mega project macam you buat let's say PNV 118, you buat KVMRT yang projek dia lama and dia ada beberapa phase. Contoh macam KVMRT kan dia buat line Damansara dulu and dia buat line Sungai Buloh and dia buat whatever line that they want to do. So these projects kena ada inflation because it's so long. I mean the duration of the project is super panjang and tendency untuk inflation to berlaku during the project ada. Hence you have to take into that consideration lah. Tapi kalau simple project untuk buat satu rumah banglo je kononnya tak ada. No need to count. No need to take so much effort into that lah. Okay. That is for analytical estimating. So how do you calculate is you kena ada labor, Labor ni kita masuk overhead dia sekali. Siapa boleh share dengan I? Agak-agak overhead untuk labor ni apa? Anybody? 8. Korang pun sama macam I ke tak breakfast sebab tu lemau gila pagi ni? Hello? Can I get siapa? Ati Raizaki. Overhead untuk labor tu rasanya apa?
Hai doktor.
Hai.
Dia macam OT. Ke salah?
Betul. Jerome pun jawab sama, OT. So consideration sometimes you tahu projek tu, you tahu klien you cakap projek tu nak siap 1 jam, 1 jam, 1 tahun. But you already know this kind of man, because not that kind of man lah. I mean, you already know, sometimes you boleh gauge tau as a human, kita boleh gauge dia ni jenis macam nanti dia nak cepat juga. Ataupun dia bagi skop projek yang besar tapi dia nak juga dalam masa 1 year you must deliver the project. So you as a QS should know benda ni. Ada tendency untuk you punya pekerja have to work overtime. So hence the overhead is overtime cost lah. Put in the labor cost. Sebab labor cost dia ada 2 tau. Cost biasa dengan cost yang untuk overhead ataupun cost untuk OT berapa. Okay, so benda tu lah you kena kira. Lepas tu material ni kena allowance for ni lah tadi, allowance for apa dia? What did I say? For material ada allowance for what?
Wastage.
Okay, wastage. Kalau untuk plant, dia adalah allowance untuk fuel and also wear and tear. Tapi dekat plant ni it depends sebab plant nanti you boleh pecah 2, sama ada you own the plant or you want to rent the plant. Okay, kalau fuel dua-dua ada lah. Tapi kalau wear and tear ni selalunya only if you own. Okay, we will discuss that later. Okay, you kena tambah labor, material dengan plant, lepas tu tambah overhead. Overhead yang kat sini bermaksud ni indirect cost yang you punya company kena tanggung. Contohnya hire dekat office punya HR cost tu semua, office cost tu apa semua kena masuk situ. Risk and contingencies memang you dah tahu kan tadi I cerita berapa persen you kena kira. Inflation ada kalau projek tu lama dan kompleks. Okay, so bill up rate seperti preliminary estimates yang kita discuss tadi, the practice in the industry, different companies has different way of how they do their bill up rate. Bill up rate ni dia approximate quant lah, means approximate quant pula. What is that thing again, the name? Analytical. Analytical tu is dia punya method. Bill up rate ni adalah bahasa dekat dalam industri. Sebab analytical is the method tapi bill up rate is dia punya output. Tapi dalam academic kita panggil tu detail cost estimate kan. Detail cost plan, final cost plan, detail cost estimate. Itulah yang kita panggil. Tapi sebenarnya dekat dalam industri kita tak cakap detail cost estimate, final cost plan. Kita cakap, you dapat bill up rate tak? Nak tengok? Macam tu. Okay, so jangan get confused. It's the same thing. Okay. So bila I cakap, I boleh terima in exam you want to write bill up rate or you want to write, tapi sebenarnya I prefer you to write the final cost plan or detail cost plan. Don't write bill up rate. Okay. Tapi untuk understanding, okay. Alright, so there are different format on how you do that thing. I mean, you do the estimate. Tapi ni adalah based on my experience. So these adalah the common ones lah yang I jumpa a lot of company are using this kind of format, which you separate material apa and then price per unit. So sebab tadi I cakap dia ada different. You boleh ada pakai meter, you boleh pakai man per day, you boleh pakai pieces or numbers. Ikut keperluan of that material or keperluan of that scope of work lah. Okay. And then you add wastage and you add terus profit. Untuk material ada profit. Okay. And then labor. Dekat sini you boleh juga masuk overhead contohnya. Some pula. Okay. And then the third part is machineries. Berapa machineries cost. So then you tambah subtotal sini dengan subtotal sini, you dapat rate kat sini berapa. And rate ni adalah contohnya tadi dia ada satu je lah. Rate for concreting pad foundation. Ni brick pula. Contohnya. Okay. Nanti you kena kira pula lepas concrete pad foundation. Contohnya you nak buat concreting of column. So ada banyak yang you kena buat. Tapi kalau you dah kerja nanti, benda ni you akan buat selalu sebab you tender project dalam 2-3 bulan dia akan tender. Kenapa? Tender banyak-banyak project kan. So you tend to use the same one lah. You adjust. So kalau you first start kerja, it's gonna be hard because you have to do it all from scratch. Tapi later on, if you dah handle a lot of project or a few projects, then you can use similar project, you boleh pakai, cuma you adjust. And then you only build up from scratch new things. Things yang this project ada tapi the previous project tak ada. Okay. So relevant data sources untuk buat untuk buat analytical punya method apa? Okay, let's compare. Kalau untuk approx quant, apakah cost data yang you boleh guna untuk buat the estimate? Ada 4. Cepat, apa dia? Hello?
Standard form of cost analysis.
Okay, then?
National
cost data,
Okay, then?
cost handbook,
Okay, then?
website,
Okay.
site or application.
Okay, dekat dalam standard form ada apa?
PDA,
Alright.
PDA, BQ,
ATDA, ACDA, ECA.
Alright, correct. Kalau untuk analytical, you rasa pakai apa? Siapa boleh teka? Korang teka je lah. Kalau salah, I bukan makan you guys pun.
National cost data,
Okay, boleh? Lagi?
Website,
Website, handbook,
Okay.
quotation from suppliers,
Pandai. Siapa sebut tadi? Siapa sebut quotation from suppliers?
Alahani.
Hehehe. Okay. So basically, approximate quant dengan analytical estimating, dia boleh guna rate yang sama. Tapi main rate reference kita adalah standard form tadi ada kat sini juga. Main rate yang kita refer adalah BQ, previous BQ sebab dia adalah yang paling detail, and yang paling penting quotation from supplier. Selalu kalau you kerja kat kontraktor, kita tak guna sangat ni handbook ni. Kita guna untuk double check. Tapi kita tak guna as our basis, our main basis. Kalau approximate quant, our main basis should be standard form, national dengan handbook. Website tu just for additional to double confirm. Bukan double confirm, to just make sure you are within the right range. Tapi kalau analytical estimating, dia punya main adalah standard form tadi, especially BQ. Yang lain ni semua tak berapa. You akan flip through untuk tengok consideration apa yang you perlu consider, tapi harga you akan guna BQ. Lagi satu kat sini, quotation from supplier. You akan hantar quotation dekat supplier you. Okay, in order to do, you akan hantar dia satu. DWG, you akan hantar specification document. You tahu kan specification document? Kalau tak tahu, nanti pergi Google. Dalam BQ ataupun tender document dia akan letak specification ataupun method statement. Either or. Or they put both. So you akan hantar dua ni, lepas tu you minta quotation. Untuk bina steel truss roof, katakanlah how much? So you pergi hantar kat APEC. APEC ataupun haji, whatever haji ataupun any uncle, suruh dia price. So those yang akan price can be your NSC, nominated subcontractor ataupun you punya supplier. Diorang ni akan price, beritahu kat you. Then you double check dengan BQ punya harga. And then you letak dekat dalam bill up rate dia harga berapa. Okay? So, this is how it progress. Daripada awal kita ada direct indirect cost. Yang sini kita kira masa approx quant. Yang ni pun kita kira masa approx quant. Lepas tu kita go detail. Bila dia dah masuk je specific element seperti external wall, dia adalah analytical. And then analytical akan pecahkan lagi what is the cost of, contohnya, what is the cost to build 1 meter square brick wall. External brick wall tadi. Okay, external brick wall. Okay. So, satu lagi cara, kalau nanti you baru masuk kerja, you kan macam tak berapa sure ataupun tak berapa faham method macam mana nak buat benda tu. Because in order, usually lah, kalau you kerja dekat industry, in order for you to really understand how to construct something, you have to tengok. Tapi of course lah, you kerja, you kena tunggu projek tu progress macam tu kan. So you can lambat lah, tapi you nak kena prepare benda tu sekarang. So apakah reference yang you boleh tengok adalah YouTube video. Okay, contohnya sekarang kita nak buat brick wall. I try buka
These homes have been built using thin joint blockwork, a modern build system that utilizes an innovative block, mortar and mesh combination, offering increased strength, improved thermal performance and quicker construction times. A typical thin joint home can be built in 5 to 6 days, rather than the standard 3 to 4 weeks using a traditional build method. Benefits of using thin joint construction are far-reaching and, above all, allow users to meet and exceed building regs compliance. All products can be supplied through thin joint technology. The following shows you how to get the most from using our thin joint system. Clam thin-set mortar should be mixed in a clean bucket with around 6 litres of clean water. Always add the powder to the water and mix with a mechanical whisk until a smooth consistency is achieved. Allow to stand for a couple of minutes before using. At this point, a small amount of additional water may be required. If so, add and mix in to suit the personal preference of the block layer. The foundations are completed in the normal way up to DPC. A base course is laid on a conventional bed of sand and cement mortar. The perp joints are formed using clam thin-set mortar. Take time on the base course to make sure it is level and plump. Once mixed, thin-set mortar will remain workable for around 4 hours. If the mortar becomes too stiff to use, do not add any more water. Simply re-whisk the mortar, which will agitate the polymers, and the mortar will become workable again. Vertical joints need to be accurately cut to ensure a good bond. Best results are achieved when a saw designed to cut aircrete block is used, such as a Lismac bandsaw or mobile application circular saw. Clam mesh is used to distribute any stresses which may build up within the wall. It is generally placed in the spandrel panels above and below openings and alternate courses, depending on the design of the building, but should always be continuous around openings. Clan mesh can be used in conjunction with movement ties. The Clan HSM 200 movement tie has a small bellows piece, which allows for any movement within the wall. Movement ties are spaced at no more than 300 mm vertical center, as one tie should be used in a 100 mm block, and if using either 190 mm or 215 mm wide solid block, 2 HSM 200 movement ties should be used. The joint should be filled as directed. Walls built perpendicular to each other can be toothed in or tied together. If the walls are to be tied, then the Clan crosswall tie, HCW 150, should be used. Lay the tie onto the bed course and use a nylon nail to fix into the block. If the block is 7 or 10 Newton, then the nylon nail will not work properly, and it is best to use 60 mm dry fix fixing. In some cases, a movement joint is designed between a concrete or steel column and a new run of blockwork. In this case, a Clan abutment tie should be used. The upstand of the tie is fixed into place with the appropriate fixing, and a 10 mm gap is left to take the bellows section of the tie. The joint should be filled as directed. Separating party walls can be tied together with a purpose-made PWT cavity wall tie. This is an approved tie with robust details EWM13. When building a cavity wall with a thin joint inner leaf, the cavity wall ties are surface fixed to the inner leaf. The inner leaf is constructed, the floors and roof are installed, and then the outer leaf can be built independently. The Clan helical ties are hammer fixed into the inner leaf with the aid of a hand support tool. As an alternative to the hand support tool, an SDS support tool can be used with an SDS drill. With similar characteristics to traditional blockwork construction, skilled bricklayers will need minimal training to adapt to this system. As a market leader in the product supply and development of thin joint construction, we can help you with all your product, training, and general support needs. For further information on thin joint technology, please log on to our website.
Okay. Two adalah methodologies that are being used to actually buat brickwork. Macam tadi I rasa dia buat double apa tu? Double wall. Kenapa ada double wall? Sebab it's in UK. So in UK macam kita buat brick wall adalah single. Contoh brick wall kita satu je. Macam ni. 115 thick. Tapi kalau dekat UK, because of or UK or any other yang four season countries, western, diorang double layer wall because dia nak ada air gap dekat tengah-tengah so that when winter comes, it's not too cold. Diorang punya wall look like this. So you have like a external, lepas tu sini ada gap tau. And then baru dia buat internal wall. So dia punya brick wall ni sebenarnya sangat tebal. It's like this. So here there's a gap. So gap ni akan menyebabkan kalau winter sejuk dekat luar tak terlalu masuk kepada dalam rumah. Kalau you buat rumah macam kita memang tak tahan lah cerita dia. Okay, dekat dalam you punya e-learning, I ada upload build up rate punya format kan? So based on tadi punya video, I nak you calculate berapakah cost untuk 1 mm brick wall, dia punya panjang 1 meter. Sorry. Dia punya panjang, I nak 1 meter. Height dia pun 1 meter. Okay. For next lecture kita akan buat tutorial. So tutorial tu adalah untuk approx squan dengan single rate. How to do the estimate. Lepas tu kita ada next, after that kita akan buat build up rates. So dekat sini I akan terangkan a little bit macam mana nak kira machine plan apa tu semua, and then akan ajar you sikit lah macam mana nak buat general build up rate. Tapi today I nak you try dulu kira. So nanti this lecture, the first 30 minutes, we will discuss macam mana we will discuss the answer untuk 111 brick wall, 1 meter length, 1 meter height. Boleh tak? Hello?
Boleh doktor.
Boleh.
Okay. So anybody ada question tak for today punya lecture? Apa-apa yang you kurang faham ke, or you want to know better ke? Boleh tanya, or anything that you would like to discuss? Ada tak apa-apa? Hello? Mesti ada, someone mesti tanya satu question before I can go to your assignments. Cepat tanya one question, whatever question. Can I get Muhammad Nasiruddin? Muhammad Nasiruddin. Once. Twice. Nasiruddin. Okay, exclude from attendance. Next.
Doctor,
Yeah.
may I ask, the 1 meter times 1 meter wall we based on the video right just now we watch?
Dalam video tu dia ada beritahu kan material dia, label dia, semua tu.
Okay.
You kira.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor. View out rates, right? View out rates.
Build up rates.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Saved by Joel. Okay, for your assignments, this assignment is going to be a wee bit complicated. Soalan assignment. Where did I put it? I dah upload kan assignment?
Yes, Doktor.
Okay. Oh, semalam ada orang break our agreement Ingat tak first class I cakap apa? What did I say? Anybody remember? Tak ada orang. I cakap kita kena practice work-life balance, ya? Jangan message I malam-malam.
Doctor, you haven't posted in section 2 for
Oh,
this
ya
module.
ke? Sorry. Nanti I upload dekat section 2.
Okay.
Only the estimating punya assignment question kan?
Yep.
Alright, nanti I upload. Okay, so semalam ada manusia, I get a lot of text yesterday, but I did reply to all except for satu orang yang dah invalidate kita punya agreement yang I said that I want a work-life balance dengan you guys. I will commit to respond your text promptly provided that you guys stay within the working hours. Tapi ada seorang dah not do that and I don't like it, okay? Alright, so for kita punya assignment kita is semua orang dah baca, of course lah section 2 tak baca lagi, so we will read together. As a newly appointed senior executive quantity surveyor, so kali ni you dah jadi boss sikit, you dah tak macam-macam lagi. You are tasked to improve the current estimating practice in your organisation. The board of directors in your organizations are open to new ideas and looking forward to how you integrate technology in the preparation of estimates. The further details on your estimating process improvement project are you boleh buat up to 8 colleagues, satu group boleh ada 8 orang, tapi kita ada 90 packs, a total of 90, so ada group yang akan ada more than 8 or less, lebih kurang lah, but roughly 8 in a group. And a lot of you guys yang tanya, boleh kena campur multiracial, so even though you ada let's say 8, you want 4 Chinese, 1 Indian, another that berapa? 2 Malays katakan. Tapi if you take up so much Chinese in your group, nanti supply of Chinese students in other groups tak cukup. So you must be aware of that. So we want all groups are multiracial. Okay? Second, you choose to focus on any estimate preparation method of, so you boleh buat approximate quantity method ataupun you boleh buat analytical estimating method. So I foresee that we're going to have up to probably 8 or 9 groups. I don't know, you decide on the groups. So half would do on approximate quantity, half would have to do on analytical estimating method. So nanti I nak minta tolong class rep untuk, and you guys kena assist class rep untuk buat list tu, siapa dalam group siapa and which group is doing approximate one, which group is doing analytical estimating method. So you will have to integrate technology application and big data concept in your project. So big data concept I dah explain to you hari tu yang malam tu, which I believe ramai yang datang. So you kena blend in the concept of big data and guna teknologi untuk buat estimating project ni. Estimating ni you will come up with a prototype tau. So nanti I akan discuss lagi, I akan elaborate further. You the minimum requirement of technology application level in this project is Microsoft Excel. Workable Microsoft Excel yang boleh punch in data terus dapat output dia. Okay? Ataupun kalau you lebih kreatif, you are encouraged to use other platforms or software. Contohnya, you guna Microsoft Power BI ataupun apa-apalah. You guys are millennial, right? You know better in terms of all this techno tinggi-tinggi. So kalau siapa nak pakai Microsoft Power BI, you boleh dapat free access because UTM ada guna free access of Microsoft Power BI. So siapa yang interested boleh Google dulu. Lepas tu kalau ada problem untuk dapatkan Power BI punya access license through UTM, boleh berhubung dengan I. Okay, so other software platforms pun boleh pakai. You can suggest that to me. Okay, minimum Microsoft Excel. So kalau katakanlah application untuk teknologi portion dia 10 markah, katakanlah 10%, siapa pakai Microsoft Excel 5 je. Okay, siapa yang pakai benda lain except for Microsoft, selain daripada Microsoft will get more. Alright, so you will need to present a workable prototype. Workable prototype meaning I nak you bagi I satu prototype virtual lah basically. Kalau Microsoft Excel tu kalau you nak buat estimate, I nak punch in project floor area saja. I terus nak tahu berapa harga estimated untuk that project. Kalau kalau you buat analytical, nanti you pilih satu projek. Contohnya you pilih projek sekolah. So let's say kalau projek sekolah, I just masukkan berapa floor, size or unit yang I perlukan, dia terus akan dapat total estimated price for that section. So untuk siapa yang buat analytical estimating method tu nanti bila you kita akan fokus more on the next class which is on the bill up rate. So nanti dia ada banyak tau. Ada finishes, ada external work macam landscaping contohnya, ada apa lagi flooring. You boleh choose apa-apa, tapi choose satu benda saja, jangan buat the whole project. Katakanlah you nak buat wall finishes, internal wall finishes. Internal wall finishes nanti kita akan belajar, dia akan separate into a lot of things. You boleh pakai painting, boleh pakai wallpaper, boleh pakai tiling contohnya. So you pilih satu je. Contohnya you nak pilih painting. So you punya project akan buat analytical estimating method for what kind of project. Contohnya residential ataupun schools ataupun apa-apalah commercial. You pilih, katakanlah you pilih school. Okay, school guna apa? You nak pakai tiling ke, you nak pakai painting ke, you nak pakai paperwork. Katakanlah you pakai painting because it's the basic. So you kena buat analytical estimating prototype tu will address that thing. Will address sekolah, will address internal wall, sekolah guna painting. Okay? I think you will be more clear lepas kita buat tutorial minggu depan, tapi just to give you a heads up lah. So apart from delivering that prototype, you kena prepare 10 page of report. 10 page ni include of you punya front page, okay? So basically the content is only 9 page. And this report, as you know, I tak suka report yang bertulis berjela-jela tu. Macam previous class, you guys ke? Oh sorry, yang tu kelas lain. I nak you prepare I nak you prepare report yang very simple, yang macam ni. I tak nak you tulis dokumen apa macam you hantar assignment lain. No. Make it more engaging, make it much more simple so that I boleh tengok and I boleh, okay, you understand this thing. So apa yang kena ada dalam report tu adalah your selection of estimating method. So whether you choose analytical or whether you choose approximate quant. Lepas tu the process of estimate preparation. Contohnya the process of estimate preparation tu, first kena buat apa, second kena buat apa, third kena buat apa. I believe sekarang you dah roughly ada idea. Nanti you kena google lah kalau nak prepare contohnya preliminary cost estimate for hotel project. Apakah proses-proses yang kena buat, and your prototype kena adopt lah proses-proses tu, okay? Daripada selection macam forecasting, lepas tu balancing dia macam mana, comparison dia macam mana, analysis je yang tak perlu buat. You kena buat forecasting, comparing and balancing, all those included, okay? Lepas tu you kena calculation or formula to support estimate preparation. So calculation and formula tu macam nanti Next week kita akan belajar macam mana kita nak transform kalau kita ada course data daripada KL, nak transform course data tu untuk fit project kat Johor. Tapi dia ada calculation apa bahagi apa, darab apa contohnya. That is what I meant by formula and calculation. So formula and calculation tu mesti betul. Sebab how do I know benda tu tak betul nanti bila I test you punya prototype, I letak number, it doesn't reflect the right number. Then I know you punya calculation or formula is not correct. So I will evaluate on that. Okay, and then after that, I want you to do a simple analysis on how your project have improved the current estimate preparation process. So the current estimate preparation process ni adalah yang very basic, macam apa yang I ajar sahaja. So I want to know apa lagi yang you baca ataupun you tanya ke QS ataupun you tanya ke contractor, macam mana diorang buat, and then you analyse. Your prototype tu, dia punya proses, how is it better than what I've taught you? Okay, and then the last one, akan ada points untuk improvement. Macam mana you boleh improve you punya project, you punya prototype tu better. Yang ni tak perlu panjang-panjang lah, maybe you bagi 3 je suggestion improvement. Alright, and number 5, you kena prepare 10-minute video. Tapi I rasa yang ni I tak nak buat 10-minute video, I nak buat dia lebih lagi fun. So I'm not sure whether I want to use TikTok or I want to use Instagram. So Instagram post is like 15 second kan? Betul tak? Hello?
Boleh panjang lagi tak sabar.
Sekarang dapat, oh dia boleh satu frame tu banyak-banyak I dah tak ingat lah. But I think satu frame berapa tah? Tapi nanti I will check on it. So I'm not sure whether I nak pakai TikTok ke nak pakai Instagram. Korang prefer which one? I will let you decide on this. Instagram. Okay, macam ramai je cakap Instagram. Let's play TikTok. Okay, you guys decide. Tapi macam tu dia ramai orang cakap Instagram. Tapi nanti kalau ramai yang nak TikTok, sekatilah. I don't have a TikTok account, so I prefer Instagram actually. So, kita buat Instagram and I will set berapa duration frame yang I nak. So that it will be a very short one. I tak nak presentation meleweh-leweh panjang-panjang which is so boring and not straight to the point. Alright? So that is what you have to do. You have to deliver a prototype, a software ataupun Excel form yang boleh calculate semua benda tu automatically. Lepas tu I nak you buat 10-page report. Report tu is somewhat macam ni. You boleh pakai Canva. I think you guys know kan Canva tu apa. You boleh pakai any of template yang dekat dalam tu untuk buat you punya report. Lepas tu I nak you prepare presentation tu dalam bentuk Instagram stories. So nanti dia preparation of video presentation tu yang kat Instagram tu, dia bukanlah presentation macam kami buat ini guna ini bla 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 bla. No, I want it to be a pitch. So nanti I akan upload juga link-link dekat dalam e-learning apakah what I meant by business pitch. So I want it to be macam okay, what product that you have? I mean your prototype, and then how do you use this thing and how this thing can help QS tu je. Tak nak macam-macam. Lepas tu tunjuklah sikit feature-features macam mana dalam tu lah. You pandai lah kan, you guys are creative, I know. So you guys just focus on that. You kena pitch kenapa you punya project tu bagus. Okay, the best project, I will give them presents, cik. And also sebenarnya you might think that this coursework adalah a little bit heavy, tapi because I think that this is a 3 credit punya kerja, punya subject, and also for the tutorial sepatutnya kalau kita face to face you kena cari project sendiri, tapi I dah go through that hassle. I pergi jumpa a lot of people in JKR and other organisation untuk dapatkan you guys drawing, dapatkan you guys data. I dah tolong you upload semua course data handbook tu semua dekat dalam e-learning yang sepatutnya you cari sendiri. So this second half I want you to do your part. Okay, so and then I rasa evaluation untuk kita punya subject tak banyak and I dah bagi 10 markah free untuk tutorial which you will get later. kalau you hantar tutorial dengan betul next week, which I will discuss in class. Lepas tu kita dah discuss terus dah jawapan dia. I just nak you hantar je dekat I. So in a sense that kalau you tak hantar, tu masalah you lah kan. Sebab I dah bagi you 10 markah percuma. So I nak you really focus on this. Sebab kalau kira midterm 20, tutorial 10, ini 20. So dah ada 50. So kalau you nak final, nak dapat A, you tinggal dapat 30 markah je lagi. So tak susah untuk dapat A. It's very easy. So I want you to focus on this. Hantar tutorial minggu depan. Lepas tu just focus on midterm dengan final. Tu je. Midterm dengan final pun nanti I akan discuss lah apa yang I expect out of you. Okay? And also I think kebaikan this kind of, because usually I think this is the first time yang this is the first time I take on this subject. Previously it was taught by Dr. Farah Diva. During my time kita just buat build up rate punya report saja. I think it's very boring and I think that it is good but it is lack of engagement. Something that later bila you kerja you tak boleh pakai. Katakanlah you dah ada prototype ni ataupun you buat Excel sheet tu, you boleh pakai later on bila you kerja to show that you know how to do things. So your boss will be very impressed of you. And the second thing is that I've done this with University of Melbourne. Diorang punya QS punya student juga buat stuff like this and this is something that you can include in your resumes. So later you nak LI, you keluarkan resume ataupun you nak cari kerja, you want to go to big companies. These are the things that you cakap, oh I ada buat dulu prototype software development on how to improve cost estimates, blah blah blah. These are the things that you can show to your future employee. So kalau tak nanti you tak ada apa-apa value you. Kalau you dapat 4 flat, it doesn't mean that you're a good, it would not mean that you will be a good employee. You might be a good employee, tapi a good employee bukan sahaja we don't just gauge you by if you get first class or 4.0. We look you overall. So how I nak improve you punya overall self presentation kepada future employer you dengan beri you assignment yang you boleh show to them that you're capable of doing a lot of things. Okay? So untuk evaluation criteria, I will evaluate on these things. Nanti I prepare rubrik betul-betul, tapi this is the rubrik lah. I just tak ada allocation markah dia lagi. So untuk criteria marking, I nak tengok whether you faham ke tak estimate preparation process, apa yang kena buat during what stage and what kind of estimate yang kena keluarkan dan dari macam mana you forecast, you tarik data apa, you buat calculation macam mana you buat output dia. Okay, lepas tu selection of formula, nak tengok you calculate tu betul ke tak. Lepas tu analysis on current improvement, analysis on further improvement lah yang macam I cakap tadi, technology application. Technology application ni sangat penting. So I nak tengok macam mana you integrate new technology untuk buat prototype ni. Lepas tu I pun nak tengok originality, creativity and quality of overall project. Contohnya originality and creativity ni the way you present you punya Instagram videos nanti, the way you buat you punya report, creativity comes from there and creativity juga boleh termasuk dalam proses. Kita cakap proses, kita belajar daripada buku. Tapi mana tahu you nak suggest another process you think that is workable. I will consider that. I will look into that. In fact, I welcome that. So, benda-benda macam tu lah for my criteria. So, the whole submission date is week 14. I don't have a specific week sebab week 14 tu ada 5 hari kan. Nanti lepas midterm, I akan put a specific date. And the weightage, this project, this prototype assignment will carry 20% out of your full mark, total cost mark. Okay? I rasa, I'm not sure if I dah bagi what are the sample of expectation. Ada ke I bagi YouTube link?
Belum.
Tak ada
Ada.
Okay, now I'm posting it in the chat section. So you boleh tengok you boleh tengok YouTube ni semua dari segi apa yang I expect the outcome of this assignment lah. So I know that sekarang you macam tak tahu. So I need you to calm down. Lepas tu you tengok YouTube video ni and then lepas tutorial minggu depan, you perhaps will have better idea and then you discuss again with the group member. Lepas tu I akan buka hari Rabu petang lepas lunch. So I want you to come in groups, not come to my room but come virtually. Untuk kalau you nak discuss. So discussion on assignment can only be done every Wednesday pukul 2. Ataupun pukul berapa-berapa lah, tapi Wednesday petang. I reserve for you guys. How you nak buat, jangan WhatsApp I tanya doktor free tak. Terus buat Google Calendar. Invitation kat Google Calendar, you tahu kan email I apa, you terus invite I. Kalau I respond yes, then the meeting will carry on. Okay, and I will provide the Webex link later on. Okay, tapi kalau let's say I tak reply to that invitation pada hari yang sama, let's say you buat calendar invitation tu pagi, by pukul 5, I tak reply lagi, you text me. Takut I terlupa nak check my email ataupun I tak perasan. Tapi jangan WhatsApp I tanya whether I free ke tak hari Wednesday. I tak suka benda-benda macam tu. I nak everything to be very clear and easy. Alright? So for today, I rasa
Doktor, Wednesday petang ada kelas.
alamak. Okay, hari apa yang tak ada kelas?
Hari Selasa petang kita A19 free.
Selasa petang Selasa petang. Today is it? Today is Tuesday, right? Okay,
Cuba ada yang ada koko tapi pukul 4 pukul 5 macam tu lah.
Oh, pukul 4. So you're free probably 2 until 4, is it?
Yes.
To A19.
A19. Yeah.
Okay, A20?
B20.
B20
B20,
also.
sorry.
Saya ada kelas pukul 2 sampai 4.
So B20 yang free bila?
Isnin.
Isnin.
Sunday korang, Sunday ada space. Isnin petang.
Isnin A19 free juga.
Carilah section yang masa yang korang memang free.
Isnin.
Ada tak 2 hours on Monday yang dua-dua section free?
Isnin petang.
Isnin petang.
Isnin petang, yes.
Okay. Isnin petang
Ada
ada
Mandarin
Mandarin class. Pukul berapa Mandarin class? 2 to 4. Okay. So you can start after 4. Boleh. Siapa yang tak ada Mandarin class boleh buat 3 hingga 4. Siapa yang ada Mandarin class boleh buat 4 hingga 5. Tapi I would spend like 1 hour for one group, obviously. So probably one group will take only like 20 minutes of discussion macam tu. Depend on how lah. I can allocate maybe 20 minutes. So you have to be sharp in what you want to ask me. So kita boleh agree group mana yang tak free Monday 2 sampai 4, kita boleh buat 4 sampai 5. Group yang ada member, sebab I foresee that maybe korang nak campur kan nanti section kan. So takut ada dua-dua section dalam satu group. So siapa, you pandai-pandai arrange lah. So I buka 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So 2 hours. 3 to 5 on Mondays. Okay? So just book me on Google Calendar. Alright? Minggu depan boleh dah start lah. After minggu depan kot. Sebab minggu ni I rasa you masih tak sure. Tengok dulu YouTube video tu. Lepas tu we'll go through the tutorial. Once we go through the tutorial, you probably will have a better idea. Then you can come to me and discuss. Okay, bila you datang discuss, jangan tanya I macam mana nak buat, macam tu. You propose, what do you understand and what you want to do, so I can assist you on how you can do that better. Okay, I guess tu je kot for now. Nanti I akan upload soalan ni untuk section 2. Sorry, I terlupa. And then I think untuk minggu depan pun I dah upload semua material. So siapa rajin bolehlah tengok-tengok dulu. Alright? Any other questions? Hello? Hello?
No question, Dok.
No questions. Kalau macam ni, lapis this class is so boring today. So I will, okay, satu lagi yang I think that the department has start doing this. Kita ambil je semua attendance and kita probably will assume semua orang datang. Tapi kalau kita panggil nama you 3 kali, you tak jawab, we terus anggap you tak datang because we don't know what you're doing on the other side of this meeting. So be aware of that. And then apa lagi ya? Itulah. So minggu depan kalau korang still lemah macam ni, I pun tak suka bangun pagi ya guys. Kelas pukul 8 is so not me. But then I do it because of you guys. So I hope that you guys can give the same amount of commitment to me. Okay, jangan biarkan I cakap sorang-sorang. Kalau benda ni berterusan for the next 2-3 classes, I will start doing something yang would affect your marks. I don't like to do that because I tak suka semua benda tangible kepada markah. Tapi I have no other options if you give the same treatment to me. Okay? Alright, thank you very much. That is it for our class. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Doctor.
Alright,
Okay,
thank you,
Doctor.
Doctor.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.